Hello, everybody. So, as you saw in my description, you see that I'm asking the question that we all the time hear from a whole lot of different homeschool moms about homeschooling, but very seldomly or rarely, or if ever, do we hear from the father perspective, from the dad's perspective of homeschooling. So, I have a special treat for you this evening. I am going to interview Curtis Ramsey. He is a homeschool dad and he works outside the house, and yet he still contributes to the homeschooling experience. And he's also my husband. So, without further ado, I'm going to see can I actually add him on. And for those of you who do not know me, my name is Tina Ramsey. I am the founder of homeschoolingandoils.com. I am an education consultant and a health and wellness coach. And I absolutely love what I do. And we're trying to live a chemical-free lifestyle. And now we're going to share this time. Now, let me see, can I add him on? Yeah, good old technology. Okay. Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
All right, you guys, for those of you who do not know, this is Curtis Ramsey, and he's also my husband, and he's a homeschool dad of our two children, a boy and a girl. So thank you so much for being here with me today and
No
doing this
problem, no
interview
problem.
with me. Um, so let's go ahead and jump right on in it because I know it's the weekend and everybody's trying to relax and everything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into this interview. I want to just shed light on the father perspective. We always hear about the mom. So now I want to just give everyone a chance to hear the homeschooler's dad perspective. And I have just three little questions I want to ask you. Do you
hmm
feel, Curtis, do you feel that fathers should have a role in homeschooling, first of all? Do you feel that they should?
Yeah, well, there's a saying that it takes a village to raise a child, and so you want as many hands on as possible. And father is important in child development, and they could be a role model. So I do feel it is important.
Yes, I totally wholeheartedly agree that fathers play uh, an unimaginable role in the upbringing of children. Although moms, we play a great role too, but the fathers have something, no matter how hard we may try to do it, but fathers have something that helps the children. Just like we bring something to the table, they bring something to the table as well. So, my next question is for all those fathers out there that want to contribute to the homeschooling experience, um, how do you personally contribute to our homeschooling experience here? Curtis.
Right. Well, I work a 9 to 5, but when I get home, you pretty much cover everything, but I add my few cents to it. I like to teach the kids about, financial literacy because a lot of times, like in school, they don't go deep enough into that. So they don't teach them about loan and mortgages and, real life experience. When you go out there, it's mostly about history and the agenda that they want. But a lot of kids, they need that extra help because when they get in the real world, you got real situations to happen. And so I teach them about, mortgages, interest, um, things, compound interest, and how to be an entrepreneur instead of just going out there and just being, having a job and working 9 to 5 like me. I say, hey, we've got I want you to do better
Anna?
than me. I want you to have, oh yeah, I want you to have, knowledge that you can start your own business and things of that nature.
Yes, my husband is very instrumental in really trying to give our children financial literacy. Hey, Kathleen. He's very instrumental in that and very, very passionate about that. Hey, Samantha. Very, very passionate about it. and we are all on this journey together. Sadly, when I went to public school, and they never taught me that. Now I learned everything from the books, yes, but once I got out into the real world, I had to learn all over again. It was like I'm a student all over again. So they didn't teach me about checking accounts and mortgages and what's the difference between a fixed rate loan and a variable rate loan. What is good debt? What is bad debt? I did not know any of that. And sad to say, some of it I had to learn from trial and error. So one thing that I can see with you, which I am so happy about, is that you are putting into, you take over pretty much that type of homeschooling where you give them those real life examples and real life scenarios, and you provide them with resources that they can use in real life. And you're also teaching me some stuff as well, so that our children will have a better start and won't have to learn from trial and error. They will have the skills that they need in order to have a successful life, and they don't have to start off saying, oh my goodness, I have to learn this the hard way. No, they can learn from examples. Okay, we're gonna wrap this up. So, what advice, Curtis, would you give fathers or dads out there that want to help in the homeschooling experience, but they just feel they don't know how? They don't really know what they bring to the table.
Right. So, excuse me. I would say the main thing is to acquire knowledge that would be beneficial to yourself as well as to your children. And so, the internet is a powerful thing. I say a year and a half ago, I was at a point in my life where I didn't know which direction to go as far as, financial literacy and trying to better myself. And I know I didn't want to go to college for 4 years and get in a lot of debt and stuff. So I did the next best thing. And it's a program I'm sure all y'all familiar with. It's called the YouTube University. Now, what I end up doing, I start following people who were successful and had great ideas. And so by doing that, it retrained my mind into thinking, looking at the world in a different way. So since I've been doing that, I'm able to teach my children a different viewpoint, not just the stereotypical viewpoint of, working hard for somebody, them mistreating you, underpaying you. Now, I teach them working hard for yourself so that one day you could be your own boss, and you don't have to, slave for the next person. So I would tell fathers out there, if you're not very educated, hey, just go on the internet and just find somebody that you really like, and you know it, engulf the information and teach your children. And it don't have to be 24/7, but you just want to make sure that they get the basic, so when they get grown, they don't have to figure out what they're going to do in life. Teach them now, and so that they could be successful later on.
Thank you so much. And Kathleen said that her husband works in the evening, so he does the schooling in the morning and she takes over in the afternoon. Like in our household, I mostly do our schooling in early in the day, and my husband gets off in the early part of the afternoon. So after he winds down a little bit, he usually he's more of a hands-on type of father with he don't sit down and make plans like I do, but he is more of a life learner. So he'll take the kids out on a field trip, and that gives me some downtime to get some work done or even relax. He'll teach them how to cut the grass. He teach them real life skills that they can use, and he takes them out to different places and let them interact with all ages and try to expose them to a whole lot of different things. So fathers, my advice to you is that you bring a lot to the table. Yes, as mothers, we are meticulously planning out everything, and you look at us like we're the super moms. Like we have it all. Yes, I teach all the subjects. Yeah, but my husband brings something to the table that I can't. He brings his manhood. He brings his unique perspective and fresh perspective on stuff. He brings to the table a know-how, building confidence in his young son and confidence in his young daughter. He brings things that I personally that you need a man to do, whether it's a, if you don't have their father in their lives, then maybe an uncle or a grandfather can be that instrumental role. They can teach them how to my best advice is to teach them what you know how to do, and that's good enough, because you're awesome. That's good enough. Teach your children what you know and what you don't know. Like my husband said, go look it up online, go to the library, look for free classes, and go with your children to those classes. Husbands and wives, or fathers and mothers, both play a great role in the homeschooling experience to make a well balanced child. So, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I had so many new listeners tonight. Thank you for viewing our video. My husband and I, and we thoroughly enjoyed talking with you this evening. You have a great weekend, and thank you for doing the interview with me.
No problem, Henry.
And Kathleen said even some older gentlemen from, she said from a church pour into the children. Yeah, we have many great examples all around us in the community. So look for those strong, well role models that can be there for your child. Male role models and female role models as well, because you know I'm not going to count us out. But the topic for tonight is how fathers or dads can be more involved in the homeschooling experience, and how you bring a lot to the table as well. And we appreciate you. So,
No
you
problem.
guys have a great rest of your weekend, and we're going to go. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.